Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ghost from Clan TiLT, and we are doing a Dota replay of the week cast. And assisting me today is Callus. Callus?
Hi, I'm Callus. You probably know me as TDA-level. I'll be co-hosting for the Dota cast, and I'm doing this Ghost here today.
And up in this match, we have on the teams, we have skyang, Calcin, iambanlisted, Wangda, and Barnacle for the Sentinel. This is a CD game mode, and for the Scourge, we have Ghost Alpha, iphtheslayer, dollabillhot, Shaman Life, and wisestyoda. Any thoughts on these players?
Well, I already played with skyang before, and Calcin and iambanlisted. Those are pretty good. They are pretty good players, but I'm not really familiar with the other players. So I guess we'll see how the game's going.
Right. And with the bans right now, they have Slardar and Death Prophet banned. And keep in mind, this is CD. Whoever bans first, they get to pick first. So obviously, we banned Earthshaker and Witch Doctor on the Scourge side because those heroes are pretty imba.
Yeah, well, CD mode just stresses more on like captains, like the ability to just pick the heroes on the spot, because you need to make whatever combination you can, like whatever good combination you can out of the pool of heroes that you can.
Right, and pretty much I'd say CD is like RD in the sense that only captains pick, with the additional 4 units. And you know, it brings up, it has more spice to it because CM, you always play the same heroes, the same unstoppable force. It's good to have a variation, you know, like CD.
Okay, so right here, Ghost Alpha has picked Silencer, Storm, Medusa. All three of them are capable of soloing. Like right now at this point, I can't really tell how the lanes are going to turn out. And Sentinel has Rasta and Jug. Those two are probably Hug's probably going to solo.
Right. Looks like the.
You may even see a roaming.
Yeah. Looks like the pick seems like Gorgon should go top, and if they can get Scourge gets a hand on Furion, you know, you can have 2 solo lanes in a jungle.
So I'm not too sure about the pick, because obviously Medusa and Storm are both going to try for a Lincoln first strat, and the Silencer kills the combos used by Sentinel, in a sense that all Rasta, Puck, all those are they need to be able to use their spells simultaneously to work really well, and like Silencer really counters that, and I think that's a pretty good pick.
Right. And the picks for Scourge is more oriented towards the late game. Gorgon and Storm, even Silencer and DK. And Sentinel seems like they're going to be in the run for their money with their early game team. So it should be an interesting match.
And we can see here from the chat, there's players requesting like BB and Pudge. Keep in mind, like in the CD mode or CM mode, like it's often like for pub games, yeah, maybe you should be requesting, you know, say whatever hero you want to play. Ordinarily, you should just let the captain pick instead of you requesting what hero you want, because one, it might not fit into the lineup, and two, this is not like AP, right? Like we're trying to do a specific strat here.
I agree. I'm turning off the Fog of War so we can see the whole map. The picks, you know, the players have already chosen their heroes. And I'd like to add that this is a TDA league, I guess. So basically, it's not a professional match like you see most replays casted. And I think doing a weekly replay of the week from Clan TiLT, it, you know, gives people more motivation to play, and you know, shows basically how people play in the community. And I don't think this has been done before.
Because we felt that it would be more friendly for players to, you know, like you get a feeling of how the games are, you know, turning out every day around you, instead of world-class plays where you might not even be familiar with the players.
Yeah, it's also good we can point out the simple mistakes that people do, and it's better said than done.
Okay, so we're gonna see a pod soloing. No. Okay, so Rasta and Jug is going bottom. Yes.
Yep, I see your Rashta, right? Oh, yep.
Yeah, Sentinel has two players mid.
Oh, Calson. That is... Juggernaut is like Calson's trademark hero. Every time, he plays, that's what I see him play. He's well and down to that hero. Coming in the mid lane, we have skyang as Furion. I'm surprised he's not jungling. Then at top... Top's a pretty good combo. Lots of nukes. For the Scourge, we have Silencer and DK. Not really a synergy. And top, Storm and... Do we have...
Also, we have DK and Silencer bottom against face off against Rasta.
Yep, I'm looking at the mid lane right now. Furion, going for the standard build. Tangos in south. I pretty much see everyone...
He's trying to get some stats up.
Right. Everyone in TDA goes Tango and salves. That's pretty much the norm. And we have a Ring of Protection on Gorgon. And
yeah, because Medusa being a late game hero, like at early game, you should actually get a ROB to get the mana regen, and the armor is actually really cool.
Right. Looks that's what Medusa's getting. She already has the Ring of Protection. Seems like top has a lot of action. Bristleback harassing with that spikes.
Yeah, I actually want to make a note here about starting item for Bristleback.
Right.
Like the player started off with a Quelling Blade.
Yep.
Like I would much rather start off with a Stealth Shield other than Quelling Blade.
Right. Especially in a top lane like this, Storm and Bristleback, you want Storm to be getting all that farm.
Well, he's pulling. Never side got wards to stop the pull. So.
Right.
I guess bottom is waiting for Juggernaut to hit 3.
Yep, and he did. Oh, nice. That's could be a first blood. Yep. It's a dangerous combo to Rasta and Juggernaut. Sometimes you just gotta lose EXP and gold and not give up that first blood.
And top we just have Bristleback and the Storm just killed off the Night Stalker. Well, Night Stalker has been harassed pretty hard in the lane.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think the Pug played very well in the lane, because what he should be doing is harassing the Storm so the Night Stalker can farm.
Yeah, especially because it's 2 versus 1.
Right now what they're doing is they're fighting each other.
Right. And yeah, they have the lane advantage up on top because the creep wasn't warded, and they're just going to be out farming them, or more like out leveling them. Mid lane, Furion just treed Gorgon, and salved Zeus. Looking at the CS tab.
Oh, look at top lane.
Oh, action. Yeah, you can't really kill a Bristleback once you hit. I assume he maxed out his, close one. Maybe, oh yes. Night Stalker should have, did you see that? On top.
I was actually
Right.
Well, bottom lane is doing great for the Sentinel side. Both players at level 4. The Jug is gonna be a really big problem for the Scourge. Like during mid game ish, if he managed to farm his battlefield really fast.
Right. Yeah, bot lane is a dangerous lane. If you get caught, you're dead. And again, Jug's farming.
But as Silencer levels up, as the curse level goes to level 2 or even level 3, Juggernaut's never gonna have mana to cast him.
Right. Oh, Furion
So
just
we
getting
see a
top.
potential gank on top here.
Yep. Yeah, it's really hard to call missing on Furion because he has that
It's a really
teleport ability.
timely TP, right?
Yep.
Like the top lane really needed that because the pole is putting a pretty big gap on the players' XP.
Right. Looking at the levels are pretty even though for both teams, you know, just because of that top gang. With Scourge leading ahead by.
Looking at the items here, it looks like Bristleback is actually trying to go for a fourth first.
Which is, you know, not. That's actually pretty good in this lineup because they have, you know, Balinar and Puck, along with other.
Yes, that might
magic.
be true, but still, like, the first thing you should be getting is a Stealth Shield. Furion's already level 6.
Gorgon just a little bit ahead in the EXP because farming mid.
Storm already has his room of health. Although I really do not recommend, you know, leaving the lane with no stats at this point. Even if it's just 2 or 3 tangles. 2 or 3 branches, it really helps.
Right. Another action bottom in the woods. Looks like Silencer's dead again. Oh, he lives with a salve. DK should have kept chasing, he had full HP. Another gank top by SK.
Yeah. So unfortunately Storm is dead again before he managed to hit level 6.
Right.
Ooh.
All 3 top low.
Yeah, when playing against heroes like Bristleback in the lane, you should really get a magic stick.
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay, so Rasta's dead again. Unsuccessful attempt to kill the Silencer.
Yep.
So the score now stands as 4-2. It looks like DK is trying to go treads first.
Yeah, it's always interesting. You see people going the stun and the HP regen on DK, and they totally ignore the nuke. That 300 damage nuke is really good.
Yeah, you should really try to avoid that. The nuke is really important at the start. Like, unless you're a solo DK, you should, from level 1 to level 3, you should have level 1 stun and level 2 nuke. You're not supposed to get your armor until level 4.
Right.
Furion's going Dagon.
Yep, it's pretty
And
standard.
still, the Storm does not have any stats.
He might be trying to rush like a Bloodstone or something.
Yeah, but in this game, it's much better to go Lincolns.
Oh yes.
Another curse. Well, bot lane is just really crippled by curse, but since Jug has a bottle, Might see a potential play from Sentinel here.
Yep, and smart choice by getting that belt of strength because, you know, it's going for the treads. Gives a lot of HP. And of course, attack speed.
Yeah.
Seems like a gank coming mid. Balinar.
Yep.
Nope, fails. You should have waited a little longer. Oh, because Furion TP'd out.
Yes. Because the Dusa died, the Furion. Medusa's Snake is really strong mid-game. Early through mid-game. Like the mana drain and the fact that it amplifies as each target it jumps to, as opposed to decreasing damage.
Right. It also gives her mana too. Furion TPs and looking at mid. Seems like 3 people are ganking. Trees. Smart choice with that Tango.
Yeah, too bad there's no follow-up.
Yep.
Balinar was nowhere nearby.
Yep. Furion should have waited a little bit longer to, you know, be that aggressive. And that's also important in, you know, in TDA matches, a lot of people just jump in and, you know, gank. You gotta be patient, you know. Wait for everyone to be in range.
Yes. A lot of
looks like a four-man gank mid. You see mid right now?
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Mana Shield is already at level 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
A 4-man gank.
A lot of times the people make the mistake as they just gank blindly for like the sake of ganking.
Right, right.
But it's not really what you should be doing. Like say you could, you know, gank their support, gank the CM all game, and you could end up letting their Storm or Medusa have a free farm.
Oh yes.
You end up losing. You ask yourself the same question. You're like, we have similar kills, but how come, you know, we're losing so badly?
Exactly.
That's probably because you ganked around players. It probably took you 3 of your players to gank just 1 of theirs.
Right. Action going top.
And you didn't even kill anybody really important. Like, you killed the CM.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly my thoughts, you know. In fact, a good support hero won't have, you know, a 10-1 KD ratio. I mean, obviously you don't want to feed, but, you know, you don't really want to take your carries kills.
Yeah, you just need to do your job. At this point, Pug should start warding.
Looks like this Balinar's dead 2 top. Yep, the 2-0 decision. Oh. TL's teleporting. Oh, that's going to be a nice... Oh, and the Furion. Oh, and another TP. It's going to be a 4v. Oh, okay.
Rather a poor spot for the Furion to teleport to against the bristleback.
Right. Maybe if he TP'd around the jungle or something.
Puck already has treads 1. He's going for a bottle. Most likely. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. If 3 of your players, you know, spend like 2 minutes ganking, before they could make the next play or the next gank, they have to go back home healing, and that basically gives the other side to carry 2 or 3 minutes free farming, and that's the kind of stuff you want to avoid. Fury already has boots staying 5-13 minutes.
That's good.
Yeah, so you definitely want to avoid stuff like ganking the wrong hero and Jug just solo kill the Storm.
Right.
He already has a Facebook hero.
Ooh. DK's trapped by the...
Yes, but I wouldn't imagine Blade Fairy being on cooldown.
Right.
There goes DK.
Oh, sniped by Balinar from the side. Could have
You
been...
didn't see that one coming. If there was a ward top river.
I don't think Scourge... None of the teams have warded yet. I don't think so. Yep, no one... I don't think anyone has warded this
But
yet.
just in terms of pushing, Sentinel already has 2 towers down.
Right.
And it's still pretty early, it's only 14 minutes in.
Balinar looks like he's going for Vlad's.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't recommend going for that,
nice. You see that Fury on ult?
but another kill.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. In this game, like, it is doable for a Balnor to get a Balad just for Jug, you know, as a support purpose. But definitely shouldn't be doing that as the first time. Either Vanguard or Scepter should be his first item.
Yeah, this is smart of Rostam. I don't know what he's forming for.
Over.
Oh, 4-man gank mid again. Looks like the mid tower is going down too.
Yes. Well, Rasta and Furion, they have really good pushing power just by themselves.
Right.
And it's actually quite hard for the Scourge to stop their pushes, because all they have is Medusa's nuke and oh, that's a bad word. The tower's already dead. Place it to the most spot.
Yep.
Yeah, with the tower. Yeah. There goes Puck.
Oh, bad for Scourge.
Well, both sides lost their support.
Right.
Silencer is gone.
Jug coming back to the fight. 1v2.
It's a really bad move. The Jug chasing the Bristleback for so long. We obviously know if he doesn't have his ult or spin, he's not going to get the kill.
Yeah, and Bristleback is really hard to kill, especially at level 8.
Oh yeah, finally has a stout shield. Like at this point, Ward would really help save Scourge from the ganks that the Sentinel could possibly pull off.
Yeah.
Like what you want is so your players could farm for a bit, and going for the big mid-game push by Medusa when Medusa gets his making.
Yep, looks like Bristleback's dead.
Another gank.
Yep, Scourge is getting ganked left and right. Looking at the score, they're not. It feels like they're losing, but it's pretty close, 13-10.
But it doesn't. Yeah, because the last team fight, they actually managed to get I think 3 kills on them.
Right.
Goes on.
And I don't get this. Why is I guess Puck was trying to harass DK. Oh, Furon teleporting to the side. Oh, fake it.
Furion's gank is really hard
nice.
to stop.
Retrieve. And those tangos come in handy. Looking
I
at
haven't seen him play from Puck all game. Like all he has been doing has been farming.
Right. Yep, he's pretty farm for a Puck. I don't see a bottle or a blink. And opted for treads.
Well, Ness already has his Milan. Again, it's a bad item to go to be going first.
Right,
On any
because
hero, not just.
yeah, I personally go face boots on Balnor.
Well, I would go treads definitely, because you actually want stats to gank and the ability. Since you be lack mana early on, like the ability to switch to ends is actually pretty big. Just for the extra mana boost to kill anybody. And the thing is, you already have maxed out movement speed, so I really don't think that it's really necessary for you to be getting face boot.
Looks like a bad decision from there's a really big fight coming up near the bottom tower.
zone. Balnar is going down.
Oh, he survives.
Yeah, barely though.
Everyone. Oh, there's 3 really low people.
Like at this point, we can see Sentinel is winning by a pretty big margin.
Right.
Scourge already lost all the outer tier 1 towers, and Sentinel
Yeah,
just
Sentinel still has all the
low
towers.
HP.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, keep in mind, each tower is 200 gold to every player, and 1,000 gold for the whole team for each tower to push down. That's why.
Looks like Jugs with the haste going top. Bottles it. Should be an easy kill for, you know, him to get that silencer. I don't see silencer getting out of this.
Most of the Scourge players are here, so
Alright.
I don't think he would be rushing. See, at this point, like in most games, this is what happens. As soon as the game starts to fall apart for your team, like everybody just tries to farm themselves. Nobody's trying to attempt to gank or start buying some wards.
Yeah, I don't think a single ward has been placed yet this game.
Yes. And DK has an arcane wing.
Wow, that is...
Really bad position for someone to be in.
Right.
Yeah, you never want to step uphill. That kind of situation.
Right.
Now, unless you have a ward there, do not walk uphill.
Yep, tangos.
The dude that gets away again was the tangle.
This bristleback's probably
Yeah, they
dead.
don't have enough firepower to kill the bristleback. Right?
Nope, they don't.
Not if Furion TD.
Oh, Furion, yep. With a Dagon too. Oh.
There's no follow-up. They all just left Furion. Both of them are probably going to be dead.
Yep. Silenced.
Still nothing from the Puggers.
Oh, Puck was stuck.
there he goes.
Whoa, can they see him?
No, they shouldn't have vision.
Nope, he's well hidden.
So Rasa is going to rush for Sept, and Medusa has treads purse by 22 minutes. I wouldn't say the farm is going well. The arcane on DK is really necessary. Unnecessary, sorry. As it will slow down his build by at least like 5 to 10 minutes, depending. Not to mention, they're losing.
I don't see him justifying that build. I guess he can spam Breath of Fire and is stun, but you don't really need to be spamming it. I think a
Yeah, but the cooldown on Breath isn't really that low. Like in a team fight, he would be able to use at most 2 breaths, and he really doesn't need does not need a arcane for that.
Right.
And none of them is carrying TPs. DK is not carrying TP.
Looks like
He's already
Balnar.
has his, ultimate orb. Yeah.
Looks like Balnar's going for an AC, an assault, because of that chainmail. Oh, action bottom.
Yeah. So what you want to do, basically, is always have at least a T1 or 2 TP on you.
Right. And another gank by Furion. Oh, double kill.
Yeah. So the Sentinel players have a lot better teamwork that you can see. They'd be able to react to the situation.
Right. Gorgon gets away with a TP.
Balnar could be going for AC, either AC or blade mail either way. Yeah, so DK got a lot of free from this game actually. If he had been going for a more productive, productive item, like we could possibly see like that big turnaround during those early in team fights.
Right,
But
especially
unfortunately, he went arcane ring.
yeah. Especially when DK turns 16, it's insane. He slows your whole team down. Oh, big push coming bottom. That's 5. Oh,
Yeah,
with the wards. Yep, Sentinel needs.
Again, the wards is really unnecessary. Like if he had saved these wards, they could be pushing for the they could be pushing for bottom 10.
Right.
As DK does not have a TV. They could be going for base tower right now if Rasta didn't waste his wards.
Right.
Generally, you don't need to place a ward unless the other team comes to defend it. Like if it's just you pushing, you don't need to use the ward.
Yep. Looks like a Roshan by Sentinel. And I don't think the Scourge is aware of it at all.
Yeah. Like generally, you should try to roach when your lanes are pushed. Either that or you have a ward placed.
Oh, now they notice it.
Jug already has a lab out here.
Looks like a team fight. Oh, nice silence.
Yeah, they should be trying to go for
Oh.
back.
This looks
Like,
bad
it's
for
really
a
important for
Sentinel.
you to go after the right. As you can see, like the entire Sentinel is actually going for the bristleback.
Right.
Had they went for either Storm, if they went for Silencer or Storm, they'd be able to kill them really fast.
Right. All of Scourge live, even with the Aegis. Like all the Sentinel died and all.
It's really important for you to be focusing on the right person doing the team fight.
Right. That's a really bad
Like
decision.
if you look at the team composition for Scourge, the Silencer is first of all obviously like the weakest link, and it's the one that's posing the biggest problem. That's who you should be going for.
Yep.
And the bristleback doesn't really pump up that much DPS as of now. Yeah, so this is one team fight. Scourge even out the score to 19 to 17. Even though they're still behind, a little bit behind the levels for most part, because 2 of their players still level 11, even after they group wipe the other team.
Right. But that's really bad to feed the Medusa getting all those kills. It's going to be a big turnaround.
It's going to be hard for them to kill Medusa.
And keeping in mind that they actually, they had Aegis, from Roshan. And they lost all their Sentinel, all of them dead, and all of Scourge survived.
At this point, it's like really vital for you to have those wards down, because having that vision means you have that extra little map control which you would need.
Alright, that's quite interesting. There's no wards or chicken. Well, actually, there is a crow in Scourge. But I don't think any team at this point has gotten a ward yet. Four-man gank on Medusa.
Even if your team is not buying the word, that word that you place could really save your team. Like 1 or 2 well-placed words that could save your team potentially another 5 minutes of farming, just so your carry doesn't have to be ganked. Okay, so DK is obviously going for SMY. And if not for the Arcane, he already had his SMY.
Yep.
Again, even if you went for Soul Ring, that's still understandable, but Arcane Ring is just really not recommended. All the base towers of the time to be pushed down.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that Rex this early in the game.
As the users in gank,
See, the Sentinel have, they are outmatched in these team fights. See, right now that was only 4 in Scourge, and they pretty much beat all 5 of the Sentinels.
Yes, again, they were going for the wrong players. If all of them had focused, you actually would have brought it down by now.
That is true.
And again, a lot of the players left was more than half of it. Look at the puck. Puck left was 1200 HP.
Yeah, it's pretty much full HP. 75%.
They could have had the middle towers or something.
They're playing it safe, I guess, you know, get
Like
the
at this
talent.
point, Sentinel has a huge advantage over Scourge. Except Medusa already has her Lincolns, and she's going for Mantis. Should be going for Mantis.
Yep, looks like she's going for a Manta with the Elastic. And we have another push coming mid. Yep, they're gathering mid again.
Well, Sentinel is well aware of the threat generated by the farm. The whole team is once again trying to focus down. It's very smart of them to kill the silencers.
Oh, nice ult. All their team got slowed.
Rasa is going down. Storm is going down. So both sides are actually trading kills, but another triple kill. So they fed they actually fed the Medusa pretty well.
Right, that's the second time that happened this game. Like, you know, there was a team fight.
Yes. If you actually look at the team composition, there's actually really hard for the Sentinel to beat them to kill a farm the Medusa and the farm the Bristleback with this kind of lineup. If they're going to go for a more gank-oriented gank push play, they should be getting wards. And Night Stalker should be getting Scepter, but they're not doing that.
Yep.
That's really disappointing on their part. Like, if they had to pick a more gank-oriented team, obviously you want more wards, and obviously you want your players to roll more.
Right. That's also one thing, you know, if you push a tower and you push your lane to the tower, that's free farm for Sentinel, so you got to take that into account. So, you know, all those creeps go in your side.
Scourge is getting wards.
Yep, first ward of the game.
Actually buying the first set.
Oh, and that's pretty bad that the DK would get it. I'd assume, you know, I guess I'd rather have a silencer or a...
It's going to be really hard for the Scourge for Sentinels to push.
Right.
Playing with Medusa. See, as you can see, what the Sentinel are doing is they're just trying to focus down the Bristleback while the Medusa just opens fire freely on the entire team.
That's exactly Bristleback's purpose, is to distract the enemy team. Because he has 40% damage reduction.
You never use focus fire tank. Like, by definition, they want you to focus fire.
Right. And if you think about it, he's pretty much useless if you don't focus him. Because every time you hit Bristleback, he lends out a spike. So he does more damage the more you hit him, given that it's from behind.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. So you should try to avoid that. Like, the whole team, like, as now, the Sentinel should first prioritize on killing the Silencer and the Storm.
Yep, another...
They should be trying to go in for the
Yep. Silencer seems to have been given a lot of kills, but 2 and 9. I might.
And rather than Scepter, I think it's actually better for Puck to go either Blink or Force Stab is even doable.
Right.
It's even better than Scepter. Yeah, again, if they had gone for the Storm at first, it's actually really easy to go.
Yep.
But again, they try to gank with the Bristleback, and it's just a lot of bad plays. You should never try to. Focusing the wrong players, ganking the wrong players, and the team fights. What the heck is NS doing there?
He was chasing a Storm or something. Oh, another team fight.
Nobody's, you can see, everybody's going after like the one low HP players, and the whole team is constantly under fire from the other.
Seems
Four
like
players from Sentinel chase after the low HP BK.
right.
Nobody cared about the others. And Pug is going to die.
Yeah, that's a lot of kills given to Medusa.
Yeah, at this point, there's actually very little chance for these Sentinel side to kill Medusa right now. Like, they actually had this game really easily if they had just conducted proper pushes.
Right. And Sentinel needs to be
and not focusing on the right player.
Sentinel needs to be doing desperate actions right now because look at they're under leveled against a pretty much 4-man carry team. All these heroes in Scourge, they're all bound for late game.
Especially at the early stages, it's really easy for them to win team fights if they had just focused the right player. It's one thing just being there, and the other is you need to know exactly what you're doing.
Right.
Nobody can watch you during a team fight, pinpoint out exactly what you should be doing. Like every person has to be know exactly what you're. Okay, so team fight is
Another free kill. Yep. Usually my philosophy is if you die, you gotta take one to the grave with you. One for one. Make that. Make them earn the kill.
Yeah, but it's really bad for that song to be solo farming at this point.
Right.
Like it's 36 minutes in, and obviously his score is 210. You should really avoid solo farming. Versus like this very versatile ganking teams Sentinel has.
Yep.
Unfortunately, still the Sentinel doesn't have any. They don't have any words.
Right. They did spot the rush attempt, but let's see how that goes. Oh.
Really, they just sort of lost under the flow of the game.
Right. Looks like they're winning this team fight though.
Yeah, it's not about bad picks or bad. It's the player that carries the team, not the skill.
Right.
Like you can really make a difference. At least at this level. Like I know picks are really important, but just add this TDA or this is my in-house level, public in-house level. It's really important to know exactly what you're doing.
Oh, nice quick double kill right there. I'm liking those trees. Because now you can place it in the ground. Before you had to target a hero. And, SK has been doing a lot of good
and still,
work.
people aren't carrying TP. Like like my one advice for anybody who guys watches me is really, you should be carrying TP at all times. Always have a TP.
Yep, both teams don't have a TP. Well, given that Furion already has his own TP. But as far as heroes are concerned,
but for other players,
yeah, not
and
much.
Then should, like during the team fights, and then should be walking in and tech. Like you should be playmakers for Sentinel, but yeah, he's not doing anything because he's very weak. He's only 1500 HP against fine. If he had gone Vanguard Receptor along with his Blade Mail, it would be much better for team fights.
Right.
He didn't even get a bottom moment.
Looks like Sansor's dead again. Nope, never mind.
No,
Oh, the Sentinel did not jack the Rosh. They forgot about the Rosh.
DK's ward was still there. it's nearly impossible for Sentinel to kill the T-Target. So what they did here was, so it's pretty much just farming game, starting from the mid game to up until down. Like everybody is trying to fight each other for farm. And Sentinel's going for a push here, and it's very unlikely the Scourge is going to stop. Unless they buy back.
Doesn't look like it. Oh, I can't see the goal.
Doesn't look like a good.
Looks like a rack's falling down. Look how much damage that DK does. I mean, not even the damage. It's the slow that matters. Oh, looks like.
So the Sentinel just lost a 5v3 push.
Right. But if you look at the levels, the Sentinel is they're under leveled compared to the Scourge.
Not so much. They are very low. Not so much.
Oh, what I also noticed is that the Scourge is
definitely
actually
should have lost that.
the Scourge is actually leading the kill count now, 32 to 28.
That was a 3v5 push. That's without Medusa and the Bristleback, and they still.
And they had the ult too, you know, Rosh the Warden.
If this game starts to, if Sentinel actually loses this game, I think the first thing they should reflect upon is, well, first of all, you should run wars if your team is going to be heavily game oriented, and second of all, never focus on wrong hero team. Like I know Bristleback can charge in, but you should just disable them and just start focusing on the other. Or start focusing on the other heroes with more threats, like Silencer or.
Right. Looks like Bristol is going for an AC.
Yeah, with the two disable from Boston and the slow and the silence from the internet, those two heroes they could easily cripple the storm every team fight, but they're not doing it. DK already. I think DK might be going for. DK might be going for an AC. But DK does most of the damage, but being able to stay alive for most part. Storm might be dead.
A bad decision by Storm because he had a haste rune, so he got a little bit, I guess, over aggressive.
He had too much confidence in that
Yeah. Right. Oh, not looking good for Scourge.
Pretty good, very good escape.
Oh, DD rune on Jug.
Sentinel will be able to
Right.
push down the Scourge.
I guess Bristleback tries
They
to.
have 4 players focusing fire, but they can't bring down the Bristleback.
Right. Oh, DK almost got stunned on Jug.
They might be able to get this push if Jug has.
Ah, the tree. Those are some excellent trees by SK. Now that you can target.
Well, except he treated
But he did save the carry though. He saved you know, the Juggernaut. If you didn't, you missed it.
stopping bottom. Like at this point, I guess it's pretty easy for us to say that Scourge is going to win. It's going to be really hard for Sentinel to turn it around unless they pull off some really good games. Either kill Medusa or I'd say that at this point they have to at least gank down 2 players before they can make a successful push.
Yep. At this point in the
Like,
game,
apparently, for straight up team fights, they're going to have to stand no chance because all the little faults.
oh, looks like sound. Oh, never
Pretty big
mind.
gap in terms of item.
Right. And you know, in the late game, you know, I mean, early game, you know, if your whole team dies, it's fine. But late game, your respawn time is so high, and you have so much, you know, your DPS output is so much higher. So racks fall down easy.
Yes, exactly.
Your throne dies easy.
Being caught. For players, for skills like silencer, like you're really vital to team fights. You should stick with your team. What Scourge should do right now is really pushing because they have a really big advantage. It's actually, like this push might be it's going to be really hard for Sentinel to be able to stop it. Like all these little mistakes that they made early on during the game has actually led to their to this stage where they are actually losing by this pretty big margin. It's not just about one or two ganks. It's about how you gank like the wrong heroes and how you like all these little plays beats up.
Again, I like to emphasize there is no words laid down at all. See, a lot of these forming, you know, could have been caught. Like this Ballinar farming in the woods, he could have been caught easily.
Because right now at this point, Scourge is trying to, farm. That happens like for most of the games. Players try to farm when there's nothing to do. If there's one or two wards placed in the Scourge jungle or near Roche, they could easily caught one or two of their players off guard and get ganked and get the push.
Sentinel.
Again, why did he do it? I don't understand it.
Yeah, I mean that tower was dead.
He could have saved that ward for base tower.
Right. Those were some pretty bad wards. Looks like Sentinel's gonna camp the jungle, waiting for people to farm there or something.
I guess this game could still go either way. It just depends on how they play. But from judging from what the Sentinel has shown all game, I was thinking they actually.
Right.
Like this game would be ended a long time ago, but I don't know why DK decided it's vital for the farm.
Yeah, actually, it's if you look at the chat logs, Bristleback wanted to farm the AC in 1,200 gold. So I guess that's what's holding Scourge back for the push.
They could have had this a lot faster if they had just pushed. I'll say even 5 or 10 minutes earlier, Sentinel still would be able to stop.
Right. Again, wards are essential. Look how many they're farming the woods, the jungle.
Well, there's AC and spanking conclusion.
AC's up. Yep, it's up.
And silence really disrupts this play for the Sentinel side with the last word. Because for chain hookers, like Rasta, like I've already.
Oh yeah, it messes up their combo. Oh, Rasta invisible. Oh, this does not look good. Everyone's leaving. Bristleback alone. Oh god. Oh, and
Why is the whole team? If Bristleback is able to survive,
team fight.
he actually might survive. I'd still with the GG.
Oh. 3 down for Sentinel. Or for Scourge. Oh. A lot of low HP. Oh, we got all 5.
Another example of bad play right now.
Yep, they had
Bristol back got left alone and got focused down immediately. And during the team fight, there's finally the jug is focusing his attention on the Medusa, which he should have done from the start. I don't know why. From the very start, that's what the jug should have been doing.
Yep, looks like Scourge is not going to have...
If Scourge had pushed, they would have had this game very easily.
Right.
Well, I suppose.
And you know, that's exactly...
One bad play, one bad mistake.
Right. If you're winning the game, you don't really need to get the items. You know, it's better to win than getting your item. If you win, the game's over.
Yeah.
And yep, that's GG.
GG for Sentinel.
Yep.
Very good effort for both teams, and well, this is the first time me and Ghost are doing the podcast that we made, and you know, we're actually looking for replay submissions from the community. Like, if you have good replays, please contact either me or Ghost, and we'll be able to actually sort out to see if you have interesting matches, and we'll be able to cast your game for you.
Yep. It's called the replay of the week, and you know, post it at iTilt.net. Thank you, everyone.